take me everywhere. Anytime he in the States and I'm come out on stage with us, man. You know, they brought me out for Philadelphia Folk Festival, man. That was the biggest crowd I've ever been in front of. And it was hours before my 40th birthday.
Oh, man.
So it was a party. It was a part. Man, shout out to Speed. Shout out to One Love. Shout out to Farida. Shout out to the whole Arrested Development, man. They showed me a lot of love.
You know what I figure out about, because I'm at all the boom bap shows just like I'm at the trap shows.
Yeah.
In hip-hop, if you really a hip-hop MC, it's a thing to bring other people on your set that people do not know that get busy. Like, that's like you don't feel right if you don't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Because I've seen someone does it religious. I can't tell you how many times someone
heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my boy.
I seen it with Jay Elect. You speaking about it with Pete. Like, it's so many people that every time that they find an MC, and if they don't know one, they asking the crowd for one.
Yeah, who up here hot?
And
who in the city hot? Yeah,
I think that's fire because that's the essence of what hip hop is.
And I like that Jay Elect did that. Because he pushing it forward. Because Mos Def did that for him. That's how he was. You know, he got that relationship. Mos Def pulled him to the stage. Now he pulling Dell-P to the stage. That's
Biz
crazy.
used to do it. Dougie used to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it's really one of those things. And Biz is actually underrated for how many people he put on.
Right, Redman before EPMD. You know, Redman used to be going through different boroughs in New York, just battling with Biz. And shout out to EPMD because they show me a lot of love too. Dope. So be on the lookout for that. That might happen.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
That's fine.
Yeah, man, PD Crack, the legend. That's one of my favorite MCs ever. You know what I mean? Boy got a crazy flow, crazy work ethic. So shout out to PD, man.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to versatility and delivery, I think it's Chris and Crack for me in the city.
I love Chris too.
You know what I mean? I think like, and I'm talking about, you know, in the younger time. Yeah. But like what they've been able to do, the versatility they've been able to show, the way that they because I just been listening to the Gunna and Dave East joint. Yeah. He go when he come on and say,
they respect Dave, but Gunna, man, sheesh.
Exactly.
Sheesh.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So no, that's dope.
Yeah, I got love for that whole state prop movement. You know, back in the day, before Dell-P was doing, you know, the Redefined and New Beginning and all that. Back in the day, shout out to my brother, you know, Sammie Dawson. He used to have Liquid Labs, and everybody used to come through there. State Property, the Figures, anybody. You know what I'm saying? So one night, me and my man Vaughn, shout out to my man Cannon, we was doing a cypher. And we didn't know who we was rapping for, right? We rapping an hour long off the special delivery beat.
It's a cypher beat.
News is in the building. Bean's brother. Paco is in the building. That's one of Bean's right hand man, like the A&R for Who Hot. You know what I'm saying? Both of them in there. From that day on, they had me all across the city going crazy on people. Yeah, so I got to rap for Mac way back. I made Mac leave the room twice, dog. yeah, real rap. Real rap. I mean, and guess who else was in there? Scorp the boy, me and Scorp. Going back and forth, spitting for Mac. Early, like a lot of people don't know, like it go way back, man. It go way back.
But that stuff is important because, like, people always say you gotta get hot in your city first.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily gotta be the man in your city, but them folk supposed to know you in a city like this.
Right.
This city ain't big enough for you to be that ill and nobody know that you do.
For sure.
Like you wasn't coming outside. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere you go, like you said, you didn't know who you was spitting for.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, just go. Mine was like, yo, come over. I got something, you know what I mean? Come through.
And it's real players in there.
Yeah.
It's real shakers in there.
Yeah, and that was at the time.
You benefited from it.
Yeah, that was at the time they was at their height. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man.
Yeah, I think that's important for people to dig, especially like, you know, it's the whole, you can't be too big to put on. Like, if somebody tell you, yo, come get busy, like, every opportunity don't come with a paycheck, basically. You see what I'm saying? You never know.
It's about the opportunity, man.
And I hear Cass say the same thing when he got called to the barbershop.
Yeah.
He's like, so what made you go? He said, man, I was spitting whenever they said spit.
It didn't matter. Yeah, for sure.
But he became a household name off of going to the barbershop and spitting. And we are from one of those cities where those opportunities, everybody knows each other, man.
And in that era, you had to have 1 million raps. You had to. It wasn't about getting information.
No, nothing personal.
Yeah, you couldn't do none of that. You just had to bar out and make it fit what you was going against.
And you had to jump in and out a couple pockets.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, because we have a lot of original deliveries in this city. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You don't want to get in the joint with Slaughter Rico and he start.
He start $5 with a body on his gun. He do that, it's a wrap.
And then nuts start wiggling, and it's like, all right, man, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 ain't gonna do it.
Right. You gotta get busy.
It ain't
gotta
gonna
get
do
busy for sure.
That's ill though. But how was that? Like, is your memory still the same as back then? When
I think it's better now.
You could still retain that much.
Yeah, I think I'm better now because I write in my head now. You know what I'm saying? So
how long you been doing that?
Probably since A New Beginning to the Moon and Beyond. Cause the first song I wrote in my head was Broken Glass Everywhere. War going on, death is near. Cop shot Mike Brown down, left him there. There wasn't need to sit in that electric shit. Yeah, I did that in my head, and from there it was a rap. You know what I'm saying? And
you just got it. It was just like, oh, this is it.
Like, this. I was training myself, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah.
See, it's funny because everybody that do it make it sound so simple. And I be in the studio with y'all. I see no phone, no
right.
And motherfucker just be nodding and be like, I'm almost ready. You be like, when did you start?
Right. Yeah, real right.
I write fast, but I write everything. I can't really do the retain thing. It doesn't work with my own system. But I feel like it's a mental block. I feel like I'm literally telling myself I can't do it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I back in the day, shout out to my man Cannon. Like if we was going on a trip to New York or something, me and him could sit, like if we going back and forth, we could do that together. But as far as me doing my whole project, it was A New Beginning to the Moon and Beyond. Because it was one time we was on a deadline to get the album done before, New Year's. Because I wanted it out on New Year's Day. Remember the Love and War and all that?
Yep.
Yo, we did 7 songs in one night to get that deadline. Yo, that was a crazy time,
That's
bro.
G. How many hours was that session?
Man, that session was an all-nighter.
So y'all broke day on that.
Yeah, we was like, man, let's get it done.
Because that's crazy because it's doing 7 songs in an all-nighter, cool. But not being redundant.
Right.
Different vibe,
exactly.
Different energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Because it's all going to one place. We ain't spreading these out.
Right.
So,
and everything sounds different. That's the challenge. For sure.
And I don't think people understand.
Right.
Like, you start beating your head into the wall by song 5. Like, man. We gotta do something. Play me something crazy.
Yeah. Yo, I did that for this album, Two People's MC. So I was in the studio doing like 4 or 5 songs that day. But then Track Hider was like, yo, check your email. And it was the Don't Forget the Hyphen, yo. I stopped everything I was doing and wrote Don't Forget the Hyphen on the spot. That's how crazy that beat was to me. Like, we did 5 Jones that day. Yeah, well, see, man.
That's crazy because sometimes we don't know, but in that instance, you knew from the gate that was the one.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you knew that was the one when you heard
that's
it.
The statement piece.
This is a priority right now.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go back and get them other Jones.
But I like the Tupac method. Man. If my engineer dope, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just gonna lay these vocals and give him a day or two to do what he gotta do, get everything lined up, mix and master. Yeah, let me just knock these vocals out.
Yep.
But